Imagine living a life where nothing can shake your peace, where you are unaffected by negative emotions from others and the chaos that life can sometimes be. How powerful would you feel? Today we're exploring 10 transformative Buddhist teachings that can help you achieve this unshakable state of mind. As the Buddha once said, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. Let's discover together how to cultivate this inner sanctuary. Before we start, I would like to ask you to give this video a like and share in the comments which of the following Buddhist principles is your favorite. Principle 1. Insults and offenses. Buddhism teaches that insults and offenses only impact us if we allow them to take root in our minds. When someone throws hurtful words our way, it's like tossing a stone into a still pond. The water ripples for a moment, but eventually settles back into stillness. Similarly, while the sting of an insult may cause temporary discomfort, we have the choice to let it pass and return to our inner peace. The Buddha once said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. This profound statement reminds us that clinging to negative emotions like anger and resentment only harms us, not the person who may have offended us. When we allow insults to fester, we inadvertently invite suffering into our lives. Understanding that the negativity of others often stems from their own struggles or insecurities enables us to detach from their words. Instead of internalizing these offenses, we can choose to respond with compassion, recognizing that their hurtful actions reflect their inner turmoil. By practicing non-attachment and cultivating a compassionate mindset, we preserve our peace, much like a pond returning to stillness after the ripples have faded. Over time, mastering this principle allows us to live more harmoniously, unaffected by the words or actions of others. Principle 2. See everyone as a teacher. Buddhism encourages us to adopt a perspective where every individual we encounter is seen as a teacher. Whether someone brings joy, support, challenges, or even frustration, they offer us valuable lessons. The Buddha taught, by guarding oneself, one guards others. By guarding others, one guards oneself. This means that how we interact with others ultimately reflects our inner state and helps us grow. By viewing others as teachers, we open ourselves up to continuous learning and personal development. When we face kindness from others, we learn gratitude and the importance of generosity. On the other hand, when someone is rude or inconsiderate, it becomes an opportunity for us to cultivate patience, tolerance, and compassion. Every interaction, whether pleasant or difficult, provides a chance to learn something about ourselves and the world around us. This mindset keeps us curious and open to life's lessons, making negative experiences less overwhelming and more constructive. Through this principle, we remain adaptable, learning from each person we encounter, and in turn, growing into better versions of ourselves. Principle 3. Convert envy into emulation. Rather than allowing envy to poison our hearts, Buddhism advises us to convert feelings of jealousy into admiration and motivation. When we observe someone else's success or talents, instead of feeling diminished by their achievements, we can choose to be inspired. The Buddha said, do not be jealous of others' good qualities, but out of admiration, adopt them yourself. This wisdom teaches us that the success or greatness of others should be a source of motivation, not competition. When envy arises, it signals something we admire or desire in our own lives. By shifting the focus from envy to emulation, we can channel that energy into personal growth. If we see someone excelling in their career, personal life, or even in their emotional resilience, we can use their success as a roadmap for our own development. Instead of feeling bitter or left behind, we actively seek ways to incorporate their qualities or habits into our lives. In this way, we turn jealousy into a positive force for self-improvement. The process of admiration and emulation keeps us from falling into negativity and helps us focus on our own potential, free from harmful comparisons. Principle 4. Be rigorous with yourself but lenient with others. Buddhism teaches a balanced approach to personal growth and relationships. Holding ourselves to high standards is essential for self-improvement. But extending grace and tolerance to others is equally important. The Buddha emphasized this with the teaching, "You yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This means that while we strive for excellence, we should not forget to practice self-love and extend that love to others as well. Being rigorous with oneself involves maintaining discipline in areas like personal goals, ethics, and mindfulness. It's about pushing ourselves to be better each day while maintaining self-respect and personal integrity. However, when it comes to others, we must recognize that everyone is on their own journey, with different challenges and life circumstances. Practicing leniency towards others allows us to foster compassion, empathy, and understanding rather than judgment. By striking this balance, we create healthier relationships and a more peaceful environment, all while continuing to pursue our own path of growth and self-discipline. Principle 5. No one can hurt you without your consent. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is that no one can truly harm us without our consent. While others may say or do hurtful things, our response is entirely within our control. The Buddha's words, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We must walk our own path," underscore the importance of self-reliance in emotional resilience. Developing a strong inner peace helps us to withstand external harm, just as a sturdy tree can bend with the wind but not break. This principle teaches us that the key to not being hurt lies in how we interpret and react to situations. When someone wrongs us, we have the power to choose whether we let it affect our emotional state or not. By taking responsibility for our reactions, we prevent others from having control over our happiness and peace of mind. Practices like mindfulness and meditation help us cultivate this inner strength, allowing us to observe situations without becoming emotionally entangled. By realizing that no one can hurt us without our consent, we become empowered, resilient, and grounded in our well-being, no matter the circumstances. Principle 6. Embrace the power of acceptance. Acceptance is a powerful tool in Buddhism. It means embracing things as they are without resistance or judgment. The Buddha taught, "Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be." Accepting situations and people frees us from the pain of trying to change what's beyond our control. This doesn't mean passivity. It means recognizing reality and responding with clarity and wisdom. Acceptance conserves energy for positive actions rather than wasting it on resistance. Imagine being in a boat on a river. Fighting the current exhausts you, but accepting the flow allows effective navigation. Similarly, accepting life's ups and downs helps us move smoothly through challenges. Practicing acceptance fosters compassion and understanding. When we accept others, flaws and all, we build stronger, empathetic relationships, creating a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and understood. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up on improvement. It means pursuing it from a place of calm and understanding. When we embrace the present moment and release resistance, we lessen our suffering and stay calm, no matter the situation. This peace allows us to live more fully and joyfully, unaffected by life's changes. Principle 7. Living in harmony with nature. Following nature's rhythms helps us stay grounded. As Buddha said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, people cannot live without a spiritual life." This idea encourages us to align our lives with nature's cycles. By doing so, we recognize the connection between all living things, helping us appreciate the balance and beauty around us. For instance, the changing seasons remind us of growth, decay, and renewal. By adapting to natural rhythms, like waking with the sun and resting when it sets, we improve our physical and mental health. Aligning with nature reduces stress and promotes healthier living, encouraging outdoor activities, eating whole foods, and practicing mindfulness. Living with nature also means protecting the environment, fostering a sense of responsibility for the planet. Embracing simplicity and nature's wisdom helps us let go of modern stresses and create a more peaceful life. By focusing on essentials and avoiding unnecessary complexities, we remain unaffected by the pressures of modern life. Incorporating nature's wisdom helps us stay connected to ourselves and the world, promoting harmony. Principle 8. Ethical living. Ethical living is central to Buddhism. The Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This highlights how our thoughts and actions shape our lives. Ethical living involves honesty, compassion, and respect for all beings. It reminds us that our actions, words, and thoughts have consequences, aligning with the Buddhist teaching of karma, which states that our deeds return to us in some way. Living ethically means practicing kindness, honesty, and fairness in our daily interactions. For example, being truthful builds trust, while acts of kindness strengthen relationships and create joy. Simple gestures like helping others promote harmony and connection. Ethical living also keeps our conscience clear, reducing guilt and regret. By avoiding negative behaviors like gossip or dishonesty, we maintain inner peace and well-being. Practicing self-discipline is key to ethical living. By showing restraint, such as avoiding gossip, we prevent harm and stay clear of negativity. Forgiveness, rather than holding grudges, frees us from anger and promotes healing. By following Buddhist ethics, we not only protect ourselves from negativity, but also inspire others, fostering a community built on integrity and peace. Ethical living leads to a meaningful, fulfilling life and strengthens our resilience against life's challenges. Principle 9. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful mindset that can transform how we perceive life. Instead of focusing on what we lack, it encourages us to appreciate what we have. This shift in perspective greatly improves mental and emotional well-being. The Buddha said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little." This serves as a reminder to find something positive in every situation, no matter how small. Gratitude helps us notice the often overlooked joys of life, whether it's the beauty of nature, a warm home, or support from loved ones. When practiced consistently, gratitude creates a more positive outlook, reducing the impact of stress and negativity. It doesn't mean ignoring problems, but balancing them by acknowledging the good. Expressing gratitude to others strengthens relationships, fostering a sense of connection and respect. Simple habits like keeping a gratitude journal or practicing mindful observation can make a big difference. During tough times, gratitude reminds us that there is still something to be thankful for, helping us face challenges with resilience. In the end, gratitude builds a life of abundance and positivity, protecting us from negativity. Principle 10. Trust the process and let go of control. Trusting the process and releasing our desire to control everything is a central Buddhist teaching. Buddha explained that the root of suffering is attachment. Our desire to hold on to specific outcomes, people, or things often leads to our own suffering. When we cling to certain results or rigid expectations, it creates disappointment and stress. Allowing life to unfold naturally and not trying to force things brings peace. This doesn't mean we stop putting in effort or pursuing goals, but it's about letting go of rigid expectations of how things should turn out. Trusting the process means believing things will work out, even if the outcome doesn't match our original plan. Imagine swimming in a river. If you try to fight the current, you'll tire out quickly, but if you go with the flow, you move more smoothly. Similarly, when we stop resisting and accept life as it comes, we feel more at ease. This approach applies to relationships, career goals, or personal challenges. In relationships, we may want to control others or how situations should play out. This leads to frustration when things don't go as expected. Letting go helps us appreciate people as they are, opening doors to deeper connections. Accepting people without trying to change them creates harmony. In careers, trusting the process helps us handle obstacles without discouragement. Setbacks can contribute to growth and reveal unexpected opportunities. Sometimes what seems like a failure can lead to something better. Letting go of rigid plans can help us find more fulfilling paths. When personal challenges arise, like health issues or unexpected changes, letting go of control becomes essential. It's not about giving up, but adapting to new circumstances. For example, accepting a chronic illness might lead to a new lifestyle and uncover new sources of joy. This principle encourages patience and faith, Life has its own rhythm, and by releasing expectations, we handle its ups and downs more gracefully. Letting go is a continuous practice, requiring mindfulness to recognize when we're trying to control outcomes. By stepping back and practicing non-attachment, we strengthen our ability to stay calm and centered. As Buddha said, "You only lose what you cling to." Non-attachment doesn't mean indifference, it means fully engaging with life without needing to control every outcome. Trusting the process gives us the freedom to live joyfully, knowing that we are defined by how we respond to life, not by external circumstances. It teaches us to release worry about the future and have faith in our ability to face whatever comes. By embracing this principle, we nurture a deep inner calm that stays steady no matter what happens outside of us. By incorporating these 10 Buddhist principles into our lives, we can develop a state of mind that helps us stay grounded and at peace. True peace comes from within. Thank you for exploring these principles. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this message with others who are seeking peace and balance.